Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Strategic Mine, the Pacific, and the Battle of Guadalcanal. Alright, so we're going to try and get as far as we can get. This is the 5th episode. I would not be surprised if we have to have a 6th episode with just the progress we were making. I thought it was going to be all downhill from here, other than these. I thought we were just going to have to deal with this, which, my plan for that was to use the battleship to take out the destroyers and then try and use the submarine. The battleship combined with air attacks and maybe even using the aircraft carriers with, these destroyers over here to deal with the destroyers, and then we can just kind of use the submarines and then our planes to deal with the aircraft carriers here. So that's my plan on dealing with those, and I felt like we can handle that despite how weak we are. But somebody told me down in the comments that this is not the end. There's one more event that's going to be happening, and that's going to be a battleship attack. Now, the guy in the comments said that there's going to be 5 battleships coming. That seems like a lot. I would have to assume that he isn't exaggerating or anything like that. But 5 battleships seems like ridiculous. That seems like way too much. I don't know if you're just meant to try and hide from them until your victory hexes, until you have held the victory hexes for 7 turns. Because I don't know how the hell you'd take out 5 battleships at this point. That just seems like a lot. Maybe it wasn't quite 5. Maybe it's 3 or 4 battleships, or maybe it's 5 capital ships, and that's what he meant to say. And maybe there's some heavy cruisers in there. I don't know, but if it's 5 battleships, I don't know how we're gonna win this, guys. Because our battleship is incredibly weak. Everybody's pretty weak overall. And you can't repair ships, in the middle of the scenario. So I don't know how we're going to deal with 5 battleships. So I'm really hoping that's not the case. And I don't know when they'll arrive either. I should have asked how many turns we have till that happens. But I don't know. I also should have asked which direction they come from. Because then we could have kind of planned for that. We're going to have to kind of make a guess here. So far, both aircraft carrier attacks, the first one and then this one, did come from up this way, while the first battleship attack came from over here. And I'm just going to have to assume that that's going to come this way as well. I don't really know, though. They could come this way since they already have ships here, but yeah, I don't know, guys. Let's just play as if it's coming that way, and what are you going to do? So what we're going to go ahead and plan for that. We've got to start making moves, because I had no idea that there was going to be another large attack. So let's go ahead and start prepping for that. And getting a submarine now, which sucks because I really wanted to save up here to get another battleship, 3100 prestige. We would have been able to get it once we finished up the scenario. We would have had enough points. Now I don't think that's going to be the case. We got to replace that submarine that we lost. This is going to be critical in order to get those battleships sunk. So let's place those. Replace that new submarine. That would be the reserves. And I believe, they do have to be placed over here. I don't think there's anywhere else. I'm going to double check. But I don't think you can place them anywhere else. So that's the reason why I wanted to get him now. Because, this is going to take him a while to get wherever he needs to get to, whether it's over here to start helping us sink. I guess we'd initially have him come here to help us with the aircraft carriers. And then if the battleships are over here, he can move that way next. We might want to go and get another plane as well, just to get them sunk a little bit quicker, but if they have destroyers, we might not even be able to send those initially. We might wait for the plane, because the plane doesn't have to come from way over here. We can place them on one of the carriers, I believe, immediately. So we'll wait on getting the plane, because I don't want to spend the prestige just yet. We'll just see. We'll see if we need them or not. See if it is 5 battleships that are coming, and how we do against these guys as well. So let's go and continue with the preparation for this. So we're going to go ahead and move one of these. I think this guy's already moved, yeah. So we're going to move this carrier over here. I need some assistance here dealing with this situation. And then we wanted to move the battleship to deal with the destroyers here. So the carrier, I know it's a core carrier, guys, but they're going to have to help. It's just the way it is. There's no way for us to do this as it is right now. So we're bringing the carrier in. Let me see if anybody hasn't moved. We still have the battleship that can move, or excuse me, the destroyer that can move. We also have another destroyer here that can move, and I'm actually considering moving them now to help out against these destroyers here. That's the problem right now, guys, is I'm trying to land this unit here, and since the battleship has to go deal with the carriers, we don't have anything to kind of help us here. So the carrier and 1 destroyer will have to be enough, because that's all we got. So let's bring one of these destroyers, and this is the only one that can move, so he'll go. All right, so I think that's good. We can also move one of these guys over to help with bombardment. But if they do move the battleships over here, then that would just result in them getting sunk. Maybe do something different instead. You know what? Yeah, we're not going to do that. I think we're just going to leave everything as is. I think this is fine. Yeah, so let's go ahead and end our turn. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do, we will go ahead and level them up. Though I don't know, do they have the ability? They cannot move when they first come in. We can level them up, though, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to use the forward observer again. I like that for the submarine. It just kind of fits my style, I feel. And let's go and end our turn and see what the AI does. Pretty worried about the situation up there with those carriers. I'm hoping they just kind of stay where they're at. And maybe try and launch whatever planes they have left. I think we saw 3 planes left. Actually, it looks like they're pulling back. Alrighty then. Alright, so I guess once you complete this objective, where you destroy the 6 carrier-based aircraft, that results in the Japanese carrier force leaving. Or maybe they're just going to pull back over it here. I don't know. I would assume they're leaving, though. Okay, well, that changes things up a little bit. Oh yeah, nice. We overwatched them. They got these tactical bombers just keep coming, although we didn't get any damage there, or didn't do any damage. Excuse me. One of their destroyers is coming. I assume he's got troops that he's gonna land, and then he'll probably bombard us. Oh, he actually attacked the battleship. That was silly. He should attack the unit there. So now he's gonna get all mucked up. Yeah, he's not doing so well. That's one of the other destroyers. There's 3 destroyers left that are working on the doing the Tokyo Express. You know, bringing the units. I don't know if they just keep on coming up here. I don't even know where they're going, honestly. Yeah, I don't even know where they're getting the troops from. Like, are they getting real troops that are on the map, like off of this island or off of this island or something? Or do they just like come somewhere around here and then they just, you know, automatically get a troop on them or something like that? Or do they go off map and get the troop? I don't even know. But I assume they're going to keep on attacking since it did give us the objective to sink them. Yeah, can't really say. All right, so let's go and get started on this turn. So far, no event about the battleships yet, so we've got a little bit of time at the very least. So that's good, because I was concerned about it. Now that they've taken off, this kind of changes the situation a little bit at least. So I think I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try and seize these objectives for the prestige, guys, because we're losing so much prestige from having to get that submarine, and then if I've got to get another plane too, it'd be really helpful to get the extra prestige. So I'm going to try and seize all these points. And frankly, our units aren't doing anything. I hate that all these land troops that we have, and we spend all this money, all this prestige on these core units, and they haven't done anything. They've just been mostly sitting here, not helping. So what we're going to do is we're going to make use of them. I think that'd be wise. So let's send a marine unit through the seas to invade. I'm only going to send 1 unit, and hopefully that's enough, because it does take command points to send units. So I'm going to try and send 1 unit. I think we'll send a core unit, in fact. Yeah, we're going to send one of the core units, because... yeah, the rest are just infantry. Yeah, that's what I thought. These guys are all infantry units, so they couldn't do it anyway. They have to... Well, actually, I don't really know how it works with regular infantry. Oh, they can do coastal landings. Okay, that's right. The Marines, that's not a specialty of theirs. Well, it might make sense to send an infantry unit then, because they have higher skills. I want to say, didn't we look at that? They have well, this is not the same unit I recall. They have 7 attack. Let's take a look at this one here. They got a 7 attack as well. I think they have the same attack as us. Actually, it looks like we have better attack because of our Brownings. So we should probably send the R unit then. And defense is 13. Just take a look at their defense. Their defense is 15, so the defense is a little bit higher, but I think that, yeah, that has to do with the fact of, you know, what they're in the cities and stuff like that. So let's send the Marine unit. I think that'd be the best thing to do. I know it's a core unit. That's fine. All right, so we're going to move them into here. And then we're going to embark them on a ship. Now, we could do... Now, an airplane, you have to land at an airport. So, obviously, that's not possible. But you can do the seaplane, where we'd be able to land over here. But the problem with the seaplane is that it's 10 command points, which would restrict us a lot in this episode as far as using reconnaissance. So, let's use the ship. It's the cheapest. And just hope there's no submarines out here. In fact, we will escort this. We have destroyers here. Or we can even start the bombardment now, in fact. that would be an option as well.
Submariners are the
Alright, since those guys are leaving, I wasn't have the submarine fight up there, but let's have him come up here.
You've noticed me.
Man, I wish I knew which. Maybe we should have set him right here until we know what direction they're coming from. Submarines aren't exactly fast. Let's go ahead and move this submarine as well. Though we have 2 submarines, so I suppose one could wait up here and then the other one waits over here, so we have a submarine in both locations for whenever the hell the battleships attack. Definitely useful info to have, though. This guy, I kind of don't want to send him forward if we're not ready to land yet, which we already know they have. Well, you know what? Let's see. I know they have anti-air there. We saw that before.
On a US battleship?
Let's take a look and see exactly what they have here. I think if we go this way, yeah, let's go this way, and yeah, the anti-air will probably shoot him down. That's fine. All right, so we actually found that one destroyer. So there's the one destroyer with just 1 health left. I'm guessing he had a shell hole because I think he had 2. Yeah, he's got another shell hole as well because he had 2 whole health left. And then we see that they have the 2 infantry and the anti-air. So there's 1 unit landing here. It would not go well without us. And you see the entrenchment as well. Yeah, it would not go well without us, you know, really providing some massive naval and probably air support as well. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to want to take him out. And then with the destroyer, we could probably come straight in all the way over here and start bombarding them. In fact, can we bombard the anti-air now? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could if we moved right there. Then we can bombard the anti-air. All right, well, let's go ahead and start out with shooting at this plane here. So we'll fire both of our anti-air rounds at him. And then we're going to move all the way over, guys. And probably hit the anti-air up is what I'm thinking. But let's finish up what we have to do here. So we need to find out what he's rocking as far as health goes after he did that damage. You know, after he got damaged from fighting the battleship. So we're going to start with the B-26. I think this would be the best way to do it because he's right here. So we'll go ahead and land here. Or excuse me, go over him and start bombarding.
Now it's time for lunch.
Yeah, he's looking at 7 health now. If we looked at his, yeah, I mean, this is probably full health here for the most part.
300 millimeters of armor.
So it's a fairly strong destroyer. There's nothing else for the battleship to fight now. I was going to bring him over here, but that's not needed. So I guess we'll have him help out with the bombardment here because we only have 3 turns left if we want to beat MacArthur, which I would like to. I think many others wanted to see me get him defeated as well. Can we hit these guys from like the furthest point? Let me just take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're just out of range of hitting either of them. I think we can hit him though if we land, bring our guy over here somewhere. And we just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if we go right here, we'll still be in supply and we can hit him. And I think that's what we'll do. And we could also still hit this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can still hit him, so it doesn't matter that we moved. So yeah, we'll probably move right here. I think that's the best way to do this. So if we are going to fire on him, we should probably fire on him now. We also have this destroyer here that needs to be sunk. We can either do it with that. Well, we can't do it with the plane because the anti-air would provide support. So we should probably hit him with this guy here. Can we do it with the 2, 3, 4, 5? No, we wouldn't be able to do it. Oh, wait a minute. It's 6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could hit him here with the main gun, but then we wouldn't be able to fire twice on him. If we moved a little bit closer, then we could hit him. But again, I'm worried about the battleships coming down and firing on our really weak battleship and losing that. That would be devastating. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and move here.
You can expect our timely arrival.
And then we'll use the secondary gun on him, which will deplete all his secondary gun fires for this turn. And that way we can fire on him with whoever, even with the carrier, and not have to worry about it. So with our main gun, we'll fire once on this destroyer to get rid of him, not have to have a destroyer do it, and obviously we don't want planes to do it because the anti-air is still there. And then we'll just fire on him, and we did a little bit of damage, ticked down his entrenchment. All right, so that went all right. Still got to deal with that plane too, and yeah, we got to deal with this destroyer.
We'll carry you through this.
We'll just move the aircraft carrier in, and what we might want to do, well, we have a couple aircraft carriers, in fact. They're going to move down this way, I think. I mean, yeah, we'll move them down here, I guess. I'm a little bit unsure exactly how to do this, guys, because I don't know which direction they're coming. I mean, I guess we have intel that we wouldn't have had if that person wouldn't have shared it. We could also use our Avengers on the destroyer. I know they don't do incredibly well, but I mean, this guy should probably go back, and yeah, he doesn't have any torpedoes, so he should probably get onto a carrier. So that's what we'll do. Go and land. He doesn't really have any action points to do anything but to just take off and go one space, so we'll just leave him on the carrier. I do apologize for all the cars that are gone by. I'm recording here in the evening, Friday evening. I usually don't do that because I have to work on Friday evening. I work during the day on Friday today. I switched shifts with somebody because you know, we're doing something this weekend, and so yeah, I'm not gonna go into it, but you know, 'cause I'm sure most of you don't care, but essentially I needed to switch shifts, so I'm working. I work the afternoon, the morning afternoon shift, and so I'm recording here in the evening, and lots of cars are going by. So I'll try and like cut out like those loud ones that just went by, but yeah, it's probably still going to be a problem. So let's go and move this carrier here.
Keep our distance.
I'd love to get him taken out without having to bring a fighter over to do it. That would be really nice. But he's kind of far away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, really, we could go here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could go here. And then still fire on the destroyer in a place where we don't have to worry about his torpedoes. So we might fire on him. Let's take a look and see how this plane is doing. We'll move our destroyers in. Though, does he have the scouting ability? He does. So we can move up right next to him. So move up right next to him. Use our anti-air. Do a bit of damage to him. Maybe get him so low that, at the very least, if we don't destroy him, at the very least, then a fighter will be able to take him out in one hit, is what I'm thinking. And then we'll move him just next to him. And then we might even fire on him. Yeah, we should be able to get him destroyed without having to use our planes. And then we have our other carrier. So let's move. I don't think we can hit him here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we might be able to, because that does have a. Yeah, we could hit him from here. So yeah, we'll move him here.
Yes, sir.
Again, just not sure which direction they're coming from or how long it's going to be. It's kind of screwing us over just a little bit. I'm completely unsure where I should be placing my guys. Really, honestly, I think if I had the time, I would play all these scenarios like once before I recorded. But I mean, they're like 6 hours. I mean, we're going to spend like 6 hours on this scenario, so it's just not really practical to do. But it would make me a little bit like more competent, knowing exactly what's going on, what's going to happen. Some people won't like that, though, I'd say. Some people might not enjoy that. So let's go ahead and start attacking this guy. We could go ahead and hit him with the destroyer first, I suppose, since the destroyer can't fire on him. And see if we can't get him destroyed with the destroyer. Looks like not quite.
Our world is full of.
All right, so we can go and hit him up with the carrier now.
Fire!
And that destroyed him. Excellent. And then we still have a shot to fire at that. What is that? What kind of bomber is that? I know it's like gonna consider it's just a tactical bomber. Okay. All right. So everybody has fired here. This guy has done his firing as well. We've moved these guys.
We prefer to keep our
so I guess what we'll do is we want to give them support because we're moving, you know, these Marines over here. So what we could do is give them like a destroyer supporting them.
We have an island on board, sir.
And perhaps even a carrier. So let me just see how the best way to do this. I mean, we don't really know where they're at. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. And yeah, we can't see them. All right. Well, we could go and use another air reconnaissance just to see what's here, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do.
With that much firepower, we can sink the whole country, I think.
And it looks like they have anti-air there. All right, well, that's good to know. I didn't send any planes over there. So they have 1 infantry and 1 anti-air that we can see right now. So let's go ahead and start bombarding them.
We will teach them humility.
All right, did a little bit of damage to him.
Your trust is well placed.
And let's go ahead and bring the carrier over there as well. And you know what? Let me hit with the sonar.
Our world is full of wonders. Carriers are one of them.
And I guess we'll bring him another destroyer escort. For right now, we might end up moving him. Did we move both of the submarines? We did. Okay. Couldn't recall. Alright, so I think it's just planes. That's all we have left. I think all the ships have moved with the exception... Yeah, that guy's done. So yeah, all the ships have moved, so now we just need to get our planes moved. So we'll probably use the P-40 to... Well, I mean... He's kind of weak. Maybe we should use... Could use one of our Wildcats.
Before we were born, we live to fly.
And have him attack. But yeah, they would take damage as well. Oh, you know what, guys? I completely forgot about this. I wanted to show you guys something, and this is good that I remembered. So we want to take one of these two planes, trying to see which one's which. So this is link the fight and boom the zoom. So we're not going to do that one. We're going to do this one. So we've got them selected, and we actually have a hero. I realized this. I was looking at these heroes before I started recording because I was wondering when we were going to get them unlocked. And we actually have heroes unlocked. And we might even be able to get, I don't know, let me take a look at the capital ship. I don't know if we can, I only saw the fighter one that we could get. Oh shit, yeah, we can. Okay, I didn't even realize that. We probably could have got that a long time ago. I don't think there's any requirements for that, which means we might even be able to get a tactical bomber here. Yeah, because some of these have little meters we have to fulfill. But yeah, it seems like this guy, these heroes don't. Well, in that case, I think we should do... Yeah, we'll do the hero here then. Now, I don't know exactly how these work. I think you just pick one ability, but they have these special abilities here. Whatever, ship you assign the hero to. And these are ones you can't normally get. So just looking at them, we got evasive maneuvering. Additional 33% of current maximum move points are added to defense, basically higher defense. If you haven't, that's maximum move points. It isn't affected by moving. Does damage before the return fire. That's pretty useful. Allows the unit to move again. Okay, so it turns them into scout. Yeah, that's right. Battleships can't typically get that, or capital ships can't. The ballistics expert gives them a +4 naval attack. That'd be super useful. Radar overwatch. During the enemy's turn, the unit attacks ships moving into radar range with main gun. An enemy attack disables the skill until the end of turn. Okay, that's pretty cool. An overwatch ability. Yeah, I like that. Radar expert. All enemy ships within radar range are always fully identified. These are some great abilities. Like, how do you even pick one? Yeah, they're so good. I think getting the naval attack would be pretty useful, and I think that's what we're going to get. I really like the idea of Overwatch, like just getting free to be able to fire on anybody for free. I think that'd be useful. But man, the 4+ naval attack is massive. If you look at his naval attack, it's currently sitting at 21. So that's a pretty big jump up, guys. So I think that's what we're going to do for the hero here. I think you only get one. I could be wrong. So you kind of have to pick one. And yeah, I think that's the best one to go. I mean, all these are great. The does damage before the return fires is so useful. This one's a little bit more useful. It's, I guess defense. I don't think we'll get the scout for battleship. You can use other ships for scouting. I mean, it's always useful to be able to still move even after you've moved once, if you have move points, of course. And I really like these ones as well. But again, we have other options for doing these. So I think this is the one we're going to do, just so we do more damage with each attack, especially if we're about to fight a bunch of battleships. That'd be smart. So let's assign him. Yes. All right, so he's assigned. So how does this work now? Hold up. It seems that... Okay, it seems that I was wrong. Basically, the way this works is getting the hero there lets you assign any of these to them every time we level up. Yeah, that's the way it seems. And it takes all of your level ups and gives them back to you. Yeah, that's what it does. So we'll get to pick a couple skills here. All right, that's nice. So we can really get whatever we want here. All right, well, I'm not going to get the overpower this time then. Let's get the ballistics expert. That's really useful. So we're going to get that. I really like the rip the hole, where you apply the shell hole. That's pretty nice. But I don't know that it's comparable to like the radar overwatch ability. Some of these ones that we get with the hero. So I think we're going to get that one. Improved maintenance. Yeah, a lot of these. So they're kind of mixed up here. The hero ones and the regular ones. First strike would be incredibly useful. I really like the idea of getting the first strike. They can't fire on you before you destroy them. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the radar overwatch. yeah, I like the idea of getting that one. It would have been nice to get the Rip the Hole too. We'll have to get it once we get the next level up because we should be getting that very soon. So yeah, I wasn't even aware that we had that hero that we could get. Let me take a look and see if there's any other heroes that we could get now. You know, I was thinking that it was just the one. And I think you can't, yeah, we already have this hero assigned, so you can only assign a hero to one unit. So you got to kind of choose which unit you want to get the hero. And some of these do require you to fulfill objectives here before you get them. So that's it. There's nothing else for the capital ships that we can get right now until we fulfill this with the 30 damaged aircraft. And that is based on the ship's damage. So how much damage that ship does. So nothing for the carrier. Let's take a look at the destroyer real quick. I just want to see if there's any other ones, because the only one I saw was for the fighters. I had no idea. It looks like they can only get this one. I had no idea we had one for the you know, the battleships or the capital ships. So let's take a look at this one. Although I don't know that we want to assign a hero here since they're probably going to die. 34 or 40 to get the submarine one. I think that's the only submarine one. All right, so let's do the fighters because, as I said, I know for a fact that we have a fighter, and we're going to use this one to get the hero. So it's this one right here. And it looks like it doesn't really matter which one we pick, so we can just say assign. Since we get to level them up again. So we want to make sure that our hero unit can always attack. So we're going to get the all-weather, and that's what they had before too. Now, the new ones that were available, I didn't look at those. I kind of clicked through them. The unit can attack twice every second turn, excuse me. So that's useful. Yeah, definitely useful, being able to attack twice. First strike, that would be also incredibly useful, especially for planes. Because there is a regular first strike ability somewhere. I don't know where that one's at. Or no, you know, that's one of the abilities, right? I don't anticipate? No, not anticipate. Strafe. It's strafe. This allows you to get first strike against naval and anti-aircraft units, but not against planes. So yeah, this would be super useful to have. And being able to move and attack again, that'd be nice. 4+ air defense, another great one. I mean, there's just so much good stuff here. But what I think we're going to do is get the first strike. I really like that one. So we're going to get the first strike for them. And now this unit could probably attack and, yeah, take no damage. So that would be pretty useful. Looking at our Dauntless bombers, I want to see if they can get a hero, if there's any other heroes. So there's a tactical bomber here. You got to get 20 damage to carrier holes. That would be more likely to, we'd more likely be able to get that with a torpedo bomber. Let me see if there's any other, there's one right here we actually have, but we can't assign, because you gotta have, it's gotta be 1943. Okay, so because it's not January 1st, 1943, we can't get that hero. All right, good to know. But what I do want to take a look and see is if our Avenger has fulfilled the requirement when it comes to attacking the submarines, or excuse me, the carriers. Almost, 14 to 20 damage. Okay, so that'd be probably who would get that hero for, because I don't know, the tactical bomber, or excuse me, the dive bombers would get it very quick. All right, so yeah, we can attack with this guy, and I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. And yeah, let's just go in here, get the kill real quick. And remember, we get to fire on them before they get fire back, which means we don't take any damage with this particular unit. All right, awesome. So fighter has moved. We can't really use the fighters anywhere else because of the anti-air, unless we were able to effectively bomb there. Let me take a look and see if we have a Dauntless that can reach. We do not. All right, so it's not really an option.
Let's pray for good weather. Let's pray for good weather.
Yeah, it's not an option, guys.
I was born a pilot.
So we might as well just go ahead and put them all onto their carriers now. Just let them resupply and stuff. So yeah, let's move them.
It's
Land them. And we'll just go through this. We'll actually do it this way.
All
right, so this guy's over here. And you know what? I think it'd probably be best to keep him over here.
Speed is of the essence.
And
our attitude
probably give him some other air support as well, just so we can get this done with just one infantry unit by just using the Navy and the planes. So maybe this isn't wise if we got battleships coming. Maybe I should focus all my planes over here. But what I'm worried about is the fact that they'll have destroyers that will just shoot down the planes that we bring. So that's something to consider. So this guy's already on here, so he can stay. We've got another Wildcat over here. I mean, they still have planes over here. So for right now, let's keep the Wildcat here. just in case they just moved back and they're still going to launch those planes. We don't really know yet.
Better to die
We have a
than
Wildcat
live
there,
and
that's
not
fine.
fly.
The Dauntless can move back.
Our planes are the best. We'll hope for the
Looks
best.
like we have a Dauntless over here as well. Okay. We could repair this Dauntless since they're on. You can't repair. It doesn't look like we can do that anyway. I thought you could repair the planes. Perhaps not. Yeah, it seems like you can't. I was thinking you could as long as they were on an air base and not a carrier, but that's not the case. All right, so let's go ahead and move them over to this carrier then, just so they're closer to the battle if this is where it is, or even if they need to go that way. Either way, they're going to need to be on a carrier. And then we have another Dauntless here. Let me see what else we've got. I think this one's all filled up, if I'm not mistaken.
Our world
Yeah,
is
it's all
full
filled
of
up.
wonders.
How about this one? How's it? Oh,
Carriers
that's
are
all filled
one
up too. Okay, so the carriers are filled up. Got
I
it.
fly the newest model in my sleep. I fly the newest model
So
in my
this
sleep.
one here will just have to. I mean, they have supplies, so there's no reason why we can't just put them here for right now,
We'll get there
and then we
in
can
no
land
time.
them
The
later.
infantry's the heart of the armed forces. The air forces.
Though we might want to
is
give them
the-
fighter support now that I'm thinking about it.
I fly the newest model in my sleep.
Yeah, I think we'll probably want to give them some fighter support. Just take one of the fighters
Skies
off.
are ours.
You know what? I'm not worried about it. There's no fighters they're gonna attack. Yeah, I think we're good.
To fly.
So everybody should be.
On the ground, everything's so hectic.
Yeah, everybody's good now. So I think that's it for our turn, guys. Well, we do need to move this unit back. Oh, never mind.
Unless
We gotta wait.
There is
We could always
no
move him,
place.
but yeah, it's not too much of a threat right now. Yeah, I think we're good to go. All right, so let's end our turn and see what happens. It's such a bummer we weren't able to do any bombing here. We just couldn't reach it. And I did do all the attacks with these guys. Oh, I didn't. Oh, man. My bad. I completely forgot about this guy. I'm glad I looked over here, as we want to attack the anti-air unit here.
Continue the onslaught.
All right, so did a little bit of damage to him, and he is not looking too good now. So yeah, we've got him down to 6 health. Obviously, that's not enough. So we're gonna just keep these guys out in the middle of the sea for right now. I mean, we could always move them like slightly closer. I just don't want to get too close because I just don't know where those destroyers are at. We still have one destroyer left somewhere. I have no idea where he's at. And they would probably focus fire on him, and all they have to do is shoot once and they kill him. And then that would ruin our chance to even take that. Well, I mean, I guess we could use the Marines on the battleship. All right, so I think everybody's moved this time now. Yeah, all right, so let's go ahead and end our turn and see what happens. These have been some long turns, guys, just because we're kind of having to reevaluate what we're doing here. And he did bring his battleship forward, or his destroyer, excuse me. 1, 2, he can't hit him. All right, awesome. I hate how they do that, man. How they use the torpedoes first against a fucking destroyer. All right, he's gonna use his. Oh, we got a submarine here. Okay, that's worrying. Looks like we'll do a little bit of damage to him. But yeah, he's a threat to our
Sir,
battleship.
A large enemy fleet of battleships and heavy cruisers with escort ships is moving towards Guadalcanal. Radio intercept data confirms that the Japanese plan a heavy bombardment of our ground forces. In addition, the enemy is preparing to land substantial ground forces yet again. The good news is that these are the last of the Japanese forces. They have thrown everything they have at us and have nothing left to keep fighting for Guadalcanal.
We will hold our positions and conquer the Japanese. Their battleships and carriers must be.
It would have been nice to have the transport ships with landing forces sunk as well. If the Japanese manage to land all of their troops, my guys will have a tough time digging so many enemy graves.
Okay, so yes, there's battleship fleet coming, as we were already aware of. It is nighttime as well, so our attack is going to be much lower, but it's going to be harder for them to find us, I guess. I mean, let's see what they have, guys. I'm pretty worried about this. Again, he said 5 battleships. Now that thing did say battleships and heavy cruisers, so maybe the guy meant 5 capital ships and not 5 battleships. You know what? I have no idea where I need to send this. I wasn't paying attention. Destroy the capital. Oh, you got to destroy them. Oh, there's 4. There's 4 of them. Not 5. And perhaps some of them are heavy cruisers. So maybe it's not quite as bad as I was thinking based on that guy's comment, but
Verifying the enemy's
And they're there. So they have 2 battleships and 2 heavy cruisers. All right, so it's not quite as bad, but still pretty bad. Because look at our battleship. Our battleship is so weak. It's like a little bit over half health. They've also got convoys here coming, and then at least 2 destroyers. They could have more that we can't see right now. All right, we got to get that submarine sunk. That's imperative. And we have to land here as well. We got to get this guy out of the sea where submarines can sink him and stuff. All right, overall, this is going to be rough, guys. That's a lot of capital ships. Okay. So let's figure out how best to do that. Actually, you know what? Let's deal with the situation over here first because it's easier. Though, it is, we do have the problem. We can't see anything. I'm not going to be able to use command points on this either. So we're just going to have to, man, I don't know where the hell he is, though. Yeah, I was trying to take out the anti-air there. What would be the best way to do this? I mean, we could just bombard the unit there, I suppose. But yeah, I really want to be able to see what's here. But yeah, we have no ability to do that right now, unfortunately, because we have to use the other one on these guys here. Though, he does have a seaplane remaining. So what we could do is have the seaplane exit here. Yeah, that did locate that destroyer, so we can see them now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use him here, and I know this is probably going to result in him dying, but that does result in... Alright, he didn't even make it there. It did result in him using the attack, which is good. So now that our planes can attack without having to worry about that. But we can't see him, so that's a problem. We could just go ahead and land right here. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm trying to get away from these guys. There we go. So we're going to land there. We do get attacked, unfortunately. Maybe I should have waited until we had bombarded a little bit more. If we were even going to be able to, though. Alright, so we can go ahead and attack this guy. Yeah, we can go ahead and attack him, which is exactly what we're going to do here. Try and get that submarine sunk. Because, yeah, it looks like they're going to have submarine support. Alright, let's hit him one more time. And then we might have to hit him with the torpedo as well, just to get rid of him. And there's not really anybody else to use the torpedo on. In fact, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I was hoping. Alright, so that's a shame.
Remember the US bastards.
We've got to get this guy taken out, though. Submarines are just too much of a threat. Did get a shell hole on him, so... I mean, he's still going to... Yeah, he's still going to be alive next turn, though. Okay, let's see how we want to do this, then. We still need to take that guy out, but we've got to eliminate some of these ships here. We have our carriers. They're going to have to move back, so we should probably do that first so we know how far our planes can go. Or, well, that would result in us using movement points. Maybe we don't want to do it that way. They said that they're coming to bombard here, so that means they're going to come along this coast somewhere. So what we could do is move the carrier this way. Yeah, that would be probably pretty wise. Move the carrier over here somewhere. Yeah, we'll move him. But again, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly we've got here. So these guys need supplies. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They're not going to be able to bomb anybody. So we're going to have to bring them back. And they can't go on the carriers either. So essentially, he's not going to be able to be used in this particular turn. We will go ahead and let him take off, though.
It's liberating.
And we'll have to send him out next turn. Try and help us out. Yeah, I wish I could see the units here. You know what? We don't really need to... Well, we still need to identify these guys, don't we? Yeah, we do. Shit. Alright, I mean, this side of things is more important. So we will go ahead and make use of this. I'm surprised they were able to fire at us. I thought they had already used their Overwatch. Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking they had already used it. Okay, so we didn't even identify that unit, which was the whole point. So that's unfortunate. So we could go ahead and we need to get that anti-air destroyed, and we need to get that destroyer destroyed, and then we need to start attacking them. Let's go to move the submarines. Let's try and get it like behind them. So we'll go over here. Hopefully the destroyers don't locate us there. We moved them already. Let's go and get another submarine going. So we know that the battleships aren't coming from that way. So that's good. I kept some ships over here just in case, but like I said, we can use them all from bombarding. But of course, because we can't see anybody here, we can't really do that, can we? Yeah, we've got no ability to do aviation recon at this point, and we could send a fighter over here, but that would probably not be a good thing. So what we're going to do instead is let's just bombard here, since I can't see the unit there. So bombard with them.
Ready to launch.
And then we're going to bring our aircraft carrier as well. Although I don't know that he'll be able to bomb from right here. Probably not. Oh, he can. All right, awesome. I was thinking that the mountain might be blocking us. All right, so we bombarded that infantry unit that's there. And since we know they're not coming this way, let's go ahead and use our... What we're going to want to do is bring this guy up here somewhere.
Evasive maneuvering is in order.
And we will go ahead and bomb this just because he's not going to be able to do anything else. And it does damage, there's less supplies and stuff. Though I don't think that will actually affect the ships here. But if those carriers are still out there, it'll affect them. And I'm really hoping the carriers stay back, because if they don't, we're going to be in trouble. So we might have to use our fighters to take the aircraft carrier down in health, so that our bombers can focus on fighting the battleships here. But really, frankly, there's too many destroyers, man. Let's see what we can do. Let's go to aircraft, and let's take a look and see what options we have. So this Avenger has the all-weather, but does not have the ability to like back off. We can't even see the destroyers very well, so that's unfortunate, which really need to get them taken out. But of course, he's an Avenger, so that's probably not the best use of him anyway. So what we're going to want to do is attack. I mean, no matter what, they're going to provide coverage. But what we can do is we can attack here, though if we move those carriers back, that could result in him not being able to... Yeah, that's something to consider, guys. We should probably move the carriers first so I can see how he's going to be affected when it comes to fuel, because yeah, we don't want to run out of fuel here. So let's move this carrier over here as close as we can get him. I don't think he'll be able to fire anywhere on any of these units. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go there, we can still fire on him, and that puts us up next to that destroyer there, if that's what we want.
Your trust is well.
Yeah, that would be probably a good option. So I really want to use him against... I want to take the destroyers out first, so that our submarines can wreak havoc on the capital ships. I think that'd be the best way to do this. But unfortunately, we have to get pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can actually get right here, maybe? 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we could actually get here and use our main gun against that battleship, or against that destroyer, which is exactly what we're going to do. Though we can't see him, so that's unfortunate. So we won't do as much damage. So we're going to use our secondary gun against this destroyer here, since he doesn't really do damage to us, or much of it. Let's try and get this destroyer dealt with, because again, can't do it with planes. And he might not get destroyed. Oh,
Sir,
he is.
We have the information that the Japanese decided to cease the transportation of reinforcements to Guadalcanal with destroyers.
We have finally stopped the Tokyo Express.
Alright, so that gave us 10 victory points, might even give us a little bit of prestige, but we did complete that objective. That was the last destroyer that was attempting to bring troops through the Tokyo Express, as the guy just explained. Thought I'd explain it again, in case you didn't hear. So let's see, where exactly did we decide to move again? I can't even remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, just right here. Nope, no, it had to be right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, guys.
Where are we headed?
It's hard to see. So he can actually fire on us now. Could fire on him first, and I'm almost tempted to, just because I want to weaken him a bit. Yeah, I'm really tempted to do that.
Your trust is well.
And this destroyer here, I don't want to move him up there, so we're gonna keep him here to provide support here. Well, we could move him up close there,
Your trust is well placed.
so that he can provide coverage for the battleship.
We aim for the sky.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. And just bring him right here. Can he fire on? Yeah, he won't be able to fire if we move, I think. So what we'll do is we'll fire first.
We will.
Again, just trying to take out the anti-air unit as much as possible. And then we're going to move him nice and close to that battleship. And the aircraft carrier will then go right next to him, and will he be able to fire? He'll be able to fire on him. Alright, well that's fine.
This is the way to go. We're on the warpath.
Wish we could see him, but yeah,
Just
can't.
stay away and launch planes.
Alright, so we have another destroyer as well. Again, we're not really going to be able to use him over here just yet. We're going to need to wait. We're going to be using him to attack that submarine, in fact. Can we? I think we can attack from here, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you know what? Actually, I don't even know that he has that skill. Let's take a look. The scouting Overwatch planes. What was that? Was that equipment depth charge projector? Okay, so we should be able to use it from further away. I want to say it's a gun range of 1, so you might have to be. Yeah, I think we can do it right here. So let's go ahead and go there. Again, I don't want to have to use any of our planes over here until the aircraft carrier is dead. So let's go ahead and chuck a depth charge at him. Maybe. There we go. So he's been destroyed. And now we have another destroyer over here for attacking the anti-air in the hope that we'll get them destroyed. This unit here is in a very vulnerable position. Quite unfortunate. He might even get destroyed. That would not be desirable, but I don't think we can send any more troops over there. I mean, we could.
We stand for
Let's move him. Oops. He should have moved a long time ago over to there. That was my bad, guys. This guy here is really weak. Let's get him going this way.
We're eager to
All right. So we've done pretty much all we can do there. Let's take a look and see if there's any ships left to move that haven't moved yet. Oh yes, this one here. So I imagine that they're going to come down this way. I'm not entirely sure. So what we might want to do, I feel like we have enough over here. Let's bring this guy to be sitting next to that destroyer then, in this particular case. I want to see what they do, where they move. I would assume they're going to come down this way, which would allow them to fire on all these ships if they wanted to. They'll have the range. If they go this way, though, then they'll probably destroy these guys and their auxiliary units, so I'm not as worried about them. Though, obviously, we don't want to lose any ships if we can avoid it. But yeah, I think that's... Oh, nope, they're still... Okay, so yeah, this guy, he could move. But again, we're covering the battleship, so we're going to keep him here.
No joke.
We've got the Clemson destroyer. Yeah, he's done. All right, so all the ships are done. So let's go ahead and start moving our planes around. Now that we know where our carrier is going to be and then how far they're going to be able to go. So they can actually go even further than they would have. Could destroy the troops here, but again, I think we really need to focus fire on the capital ships for the torpedo bombers, and then the destroyers for the dive bombers. I think that'd be the best way to do this. So let's move behind them so that they don't eat as much, anti-air fire, because I'm hoping they'll move first before they fire. I guess we'll find out if they end up doing that or not. Now let's attack the battleship in the back, and then we're going to want to move as far away as we can get, which is just one with him. Well, this Avenger is going to be doing something similar, though we could go in and attack one of these front ones. Try and get them both weak. Though, I wonder why they didn't provide any anti-air fire. It's interesting. Remember, he can move multiple spaces away, so I'm not as worried about this guy. He can move, I think, 4 spaces, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just try and weaken both of the... Oh, there's another destroyer there. Okay. So they're going to provide support, of course.
And now it's time for lunch.
And they didn't even hit us. Alright, so we did get a shell hole on them as well. Let's go ahead and get out of here, man. They'll probably fire on them. There's no way around that. But I don't think they'll kill him. I would hope so. We'll have to see what the destroyers do. We'll have to put some more targets out there for him, essentially. We should give him some more dauntless dive bombers to maybe cause them some issues. We could go ahead and get rid of the anti-air here, and then that would allow us to then bomb this infantry unit, which is definitely a threat to us being able to take that objective. So that would be what we'd want to use core dauntless bombers for that don't have the ability to run far away, like this guy here. So yeah, we'd want to take out the anti-air first. Let's take a look and see what else we got here. We have this dauntless, and again, I'm really tempted to fight the destroyers with these. I think that's exactly what we'll do. We'll fight that destroyer, set him on fire. Yeah, so we'll attack him, try and get his anti-air dealt with. Yeah, because he can't even bomb them. So let's go here.
Outlanes are the best.
Get the incendiary bombs. And then take out his anti-aircraft gun if possible. I think that would probably be the most useful thing to take. I mean, obviously taking the main gun out would be super useful too. But the problem, of course, with trying to do that is it has so much health. So you gotta do like multiple bombing runs on him. Alright, so there's a fire.
No hurry at all. Just over.
And his anti-air has been completely taken out. So we don't have to worry about that anti-air gun anymore. So that's awesome. So one of our Dauntless does have the tactical retreat, which is this guy here. It looks like he was not able to heal up. Yeah, that's right. We didn't put him on the... Alright, so that's a shame. But I still am going to go ahead and try and bomb somebody. Let me just take a look and see. How's this guy doing on... Yeah, he's trying to take his main gun out. Could also just go over him and try and take his anti-air out. So at the very least, we don't have to worry about anti-air. You know, trying to shoot down all of our planes. I hope this is the only destroyers they have. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Is just focus on anti-air fire for right now. So just go over him.
We'll get there in no time.
With the incendiary bombs. And hit that anti-air up.
Death on our wings.
They did a little bit of damage to us, that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and retreat.
I like flying. It's liberating.
And it looks like we were completely ineffective. It seems like we didn't do anything on that attack, actually. Yeah, that attack was completely ineffective. It didn't do anything. That was a complete waste of time. Alright, that's quite unfortunate.
We're eager to
And so
fly.
this Dauntless has to go here. We also have... Oh, that's it, actually. That's all we have. So this Dauntless we're going to use against the anti-air.
We bring death on our wings.
There we go. So we don't have to worry about the anti-air anymore.
It's kind of hard to tell. In God we trust.
And now the fighters. Oh, I shouldn't have moved him there. We could have used our fighter on him. Shit. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part, guys. I shouldn't have done that at all. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Providing air cover.
Do any of these guys have any bombardment
prefer to
left?
keep
No,
our
they don't.
distance.
We used it all. Oh, wait a minute. We still have the main gun here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot I was going to use this against these guys. We should have used that first. All right. So that's a shame. Let's attack this one first. I mean, could use it against them, but again, I feel like the best use of this battleship is to take out the destroyers, so that way our planes and our submarines can then focus fire on the battleships and try and take them out. All right, so do a little chunk of damage there. So yeah, we could just try and get this one ship taken out, this one destroyer, as weak as possible. That's what we'll do. We gotta level up from that too. Also, and remember he has those new abilities, so we might be able to get. Yeah, we're gonna get to rip the hull. All right, so we'll get that. It's a bummer we didn't have that before. That would have put that, give them shell holes. So I really hope they don't focus fire on the battleship, or else we could lose it. That's a real reality, guys. All right, so I'm glad I checked that. I completely forgot that I had the battleship still left to fire. I don't think there's anybody else, though. Yeah, I think everybody else is fired. So as far as aircraft go, now we're just working on our planes. And we still have... this guy here, we're not going to do anything with till we get that anti-air dealt with. We could do the Overwatch breakthrough, though, so you don't have to worry about an Overwatch, which I suppose is pretty useful. It does cost fuel, though. Let's test it. We could go here.
With blinding speed.
I thought it was an Overwatch breakthrough. Looks like maybe he didn't get attacked, or maybe it lets him attack again. All right, so now we have them located. It's a bummer I didn't do this originally. I should have. All right, so we don't want them to fire on us, so we're just going to go back.
With blinding speed.
All right, yeah, I wish I had done that before, because then we could have fired on
Carry you through this
the
battle.
anti-air unit, which is what I wanted to get destroyed. Oh, damn it. God, motherfucker. This is, man, I cannot stand the left click doing everything, guys. I have so many issues. I don't know if you guys do, those of you who are playing it. It's a massive problem for me. I just constantly make mistakes because of it, which is unfortunate. All right, so because of that stupid mistake as well, now we can't bombard that unit with our fighters, which means he's probably going to die. What we can do is fight him, though. And we can also attack this guy, though I don't even know what we'd hit at torpedo tubes, I suppose. We should probably just hit him. Yeah, hit his anti-air. That's what we'll do. We'll use this Wildcat because he's the core. We'll use him here.
United States Air Force, you stupid bastards.
Did a bit of damage to him, and we'll move.
Enemies are high.
And yeah, we'll just use one of our other Wildcats on this guy here. doesn't look like they have... Oh, he can't even reach. That's right. He's with over here. All right, well, we'll go ahead and land him on the carrier.
We cut through the air.
All right, and then we have... What,
Our lives are in
two
the
more
skies.
Wildcats. All right, so he's the one that's going to have to do the job here.
Yahoo!
Try and take out his anti-air,
Love it.
if possible. Oh, he took out his depth charges,
We
okay.
cut through the air.
Can our submarine already moved? Okay, so there's one Wildcat left, and it's
We have
not
been
moving to
pilots
him.
before
Okay, that's
we
that
were
one. Oh,
born.
this is the one Wildcat. And we can still attack there, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this.
It is the United States Air Force, you stupid bastards.
All right,
Was that
so I
a
think that's everybody.
barrel?
Yeah, we don't have any points left. Can't even move any troops anywhere. Yeah, I want to say we've got... Yeah, we got that guy moved. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and enter turn. See what the AI does. It's probably going to be fairly bad, I would imagine. I think we're going to end up losing ships here. I just hope we don't lose the battleship, or else, man, the campaign's done. Really. It seems like they just shot a plane down, right? Yeah, I think we just lost a plane, guys. That fighter, in fact. Yeah. Okay, well, they focused fire on the fighter. That's actually not an entirely bad thing, guys. It's not a core fighter, and it doesn't do that well against other ships, or against planes, I mean. Oh, they did attack him. Damn it, they're gonna kill him. Shit. Fuck. Yep, we moved him there, and we still lost him. Now, we can still take the point before MacArthur by using the Marines, but man, that requires us to move the battleship up like real close. And they do still have... Damn it. They do still have bombers here. All right. That's unfortunate. They still have planes. But we'll hopefully be able to get them taken out. So I think the carriers are still there, guys. They fired on the battleship. They are going to focus fire on the battleship, more than likely. Battleship's probably going to be fairly weak. Now they're firing... Okay, they're firing on the carrier as well. All right. Let's just see what these ones do. All right, so yeah, this is rough, guys. We lost a fighter, and found out they do still have aircraft, which means I have to, I need as many fighters as I can get, and they are really doing some serious damage to that carrier as well. That was a risk I thought was worth taking. If they've got to shoot at anything, I'd prefer they shoot at the non-core units, and so we're just going to go ahead and let these guys move. All right. I mean, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It could have been much, much worse. We need to locate these guys again, so let's go ahead and make use of our aviation recon. Man, I have no idea where they're at, if they're going this way or... Okay. Yeah, this is... I have no idea where they're... We're going to do it this way.
The enemy's location.
All right. Give us a good view of where they're at. For the most part, yeah, we've located the big ships. I think there's a destroyer. Oh, no, there's the destroyer right there. Man, they're going to get their next turn and start bombarding. Okay, so that's alarming. But yeah, they've got the two battleships here in the back, and then the two heavy cruisers leading the way. So now we can kind of focus fire here. It would be nice to take one of those out as well. We have our submarine, so he's going to attack the battleship.
Yay, you've noticed me. My mother will be proud.
5 damage to the hull. Wow.
Will I become
Yeah,
a
that is
hero?
nice. Yeah, that was really, really good, guys. All right, so that went well for us. We got another submarine on the way.
Get Pete better. Will there be enemy
Move
cargo
over there.
ships?
Let's try and get this unit landed here. We're gonna want to land. We'll land right up here, I think. Oh no, you can only land on the little beach area. All right, so he's landed now. And I think we're going to have to use the...
We have trouble hearing your orders at this altitude.
As the move. Okay, so it doesn't stop you from being hit with the Overwatch. Okay, it just means you can still move after being hit with the Overwatch. Okay, that's good to know. So let's go ahead and identify this unit here. It's anti-air. And then we'll come back and land.
With blinding speed.
All right. So that went pretty well. We did take 1 permanent damage, I think. And now we can focus fire with our carrier on getting this guy destroyed, so that we can use our fighters to kind of help. And then we also have the battleship, or excuse me, the destroyer, which I've been calling battleships all day. We also have him that can come over here as well. And I suppose we'll fire with him first.
Remember the U.S. bastards.
Let's see if we can't get this guy destroyed.
As we go.
Not
Ready to
quite.
launch our
I mean, we can't even
air force.
see, so we're doing less damage.
We're on the warpath.
It looks like he was demoralized and fled. I don't know if that means he's gone, but let's just assume that he is.
We had been
And let's make
pilots
use of our
before we
Wildcat
were
here.
Born.
He's not a core Wildcat. Oh, actually, you know what? No, that would be
Our
stupid.
world is full of
We've got
wonders. Carriers are
we've got planes over here need to get destroyed, so we should probably use them there. That would be wiser. All right, so this destroyer is not going to be able to do anything. He's not going to be able to help, but what he can do is help us out against the planes. So we have a 0 here, and that's where we're going to focus again. We're always going to try and use our anti-air on the zeros if we can. We can go ahead and move this carrier up as well. He's not looking too good. So yeah, let's go ahead and move him
Yes, sir.
and get him up close so that we can use both of our anti-air on him.
Fire!
Just get him as weak as possible
We're on the
so that
warpath.
one fighter can destroy him. That's probably weak enough, but let's make sure. And then we're going to use, I mean, really, we could use any of our fighters, honestly, to take him out. Let's see what fighters can even reach there. So we know he can't. This Wildcat can't. That Wildcat down there can. And he might be the only one, in fact. He is.
In the sky.
So what we might want to do is do like the afterburner here, so that we can hit him without taking any damage.
Speed is of the essence.
What the hell?
Better to die
What
than
happened?
to live and not fly.
I don't know what happened there, guys. We didn't attack him, though. I have no idea what just happened there.
We have an island
Okay,
on board,
whatever.
sir.
That's a little bit irritating.
We'll put them to flight, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay, well, whatever. Nothing to be done about it now, right? So let's go ahead and move our Avengers in. We have the 2 Avengers, and again, we're just going to be focusing fire on their capital ships. Though I would like to get one of those guys sunk. I think that, you know, with the Avengers, it'd be best to use them here against the battleships. Let me just take a look and see how he's probably going to sink soon. He's got 3 shell holes, so that technically that's about 9 health is what he has left. So let's go ahead and use them. Probably on the same one. Let's use our main one first. And I don't think there's any destroyers to provide assistance. And we would do a lot of damage.
Let's pray for good weather.
Let's not exceed
Let's attack
our
with him
range.
first. He'll eat some of the anti-air. And this is basically going to sink him here. Even if he doesn't sink this turn, he'll sink the next turn.
Today's
Yeah, he's gone.
explosion seemed unimpressive. You can see the world's harmony in the skies.
All right,
We'll get
so
there
that
another
went
time.
very well. One of the battleships is sunk. They now only have 1 battleship and 2 heavy cruisers. And again, we're going to focus our fire from our battleship, though we do need to take... Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. We do need to bring the Marines in fact. I think we could actually do that now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could bring the Marines in at the, you know, in this moment. If there's... Oh, never mind. There's still infantry there. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. All right. So the anti-air, or excuse me, the aircraft carrier, we'll probably have to use him to take them out, because we'd have to move up too close to take those transports out. I don't really want to do it that way. We also have bombers that can take them out. I guess we could take a look. Let's take a look at our aircraft, see what we got. So we have the B-26. He cannot fire on any of them, but he can fire on destroyers. I wish I knew which one of these was the damage destroyer. That would be helpful. Do we need to use our... Yeah, we could use this here, I suppose,
We will rock your world.
to identify these 2 guys.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Okay, so that's the really weak one.
You can
So that's
see
one
the
that we're gonna
world's
attempt to
harmony in the
bomb.
skies. The sound of falling bombs.
And he will support,
is
that's fine.
soothing in a way.
This guy's pretty good at taking damage. So he's down to 4 health. I would like to get that destroyer sunk this turn, if at all possible. I don't know how exactly we're going to do it because we don't really have anything here.
can see us.
Yeah, this submarine... Yeah, he's still pretty far away. Could use the battleship by moving the battleship down here, but again, I want to keep the battleship as far away from all these units as possible. But we do need to fire. Can we hit? Yeah, if we try and hit the battleships here, or excuse me, the destroyers. I'm just calling everything the wrong thing today.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship? I don't think so.
What we could do is move right here, but I think that would result in the battleships being able to attack us. Can he fire on anybody? He cannot. Not with this one. Alright. Just kind of a shame. I really want to get that guy taken out. I don't know how the best way to do this is going to be. I kind of feel like we're going to have to come down here to take these destroyers out. There's nobody else that can do it. So if we move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we could fire all of our shots on these destroyers. And once all the destroyers are gone, then again, it's just free reign for our planes and our submarines. So I feel like that it's imperative to do. I am kind of worried that they'll be able to fire on him a bunch, though. So we want to be as far away as possible while we can still use the secondary guns. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Yeah, that's the closest, or the furthest we can get and still be able to use the secondary guns. Yeah, because everybody is just out of our damn range. Alright, and we only have 1 turn left to seize this. I don't think that's going to work, guys. Shit. Yeah, I was really hoping to get that objective done, but it's just not going to fly. If we focused all of our fire here, then we could do it. This is what we'll do. Let me see how weak we can get him, and if this is even going to be possible.
This is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, we can't even hit him or do any damage. Oh, no, we did damage to it. Never mind. Nope. We took his entrenchment down.
Your trust.
It's not enough, though, guys. It's just not enough. All right, so 1 destroyer is going to... Which one's got the scouting? He's got the scouting. I feel like 1's going to have to stay here.
We are the fastest ship.
They both have scouting. Okay. I feel like one of them's going to have to stay here to fight, to help out here. I mean, I just don't know. I just don't think it's going to be worth it, guys. When you think about, like, the battleship can't fight anybody else if we do this.
On the prowl.
And I mean, we're not even doing much damage here.
Fire away.
Yeah, this is just completely ineffective.
Require an escort.
So if we used all of our firing with him, could we get him destroyed? We could. Alright. Yeah, we'd have to use all of our firing, and then we could use the Marines to capture it. And then we'd get the objective done. So I suppose there's that. Yeah, it might be what we have to do, guys. And then what we could do with him is just move him within range to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move him out. Try and get him out of there.
On the lookout.
So let's go ahead and attempt to get this destroyer destroyed. He's not looking too good. I think this should kill him. Now our destroyer is going to be in a terrible position, but we've dealt with that one. So let's get him out of there and hope they can't fire on us. Because, yeah, I'm going to use the battleship, guys. There's no way around this. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll have to move him here. Let me see what happens with 1 firing. Okay. Interesting. We might be able to kill him with just the secondary. So, that'll allow us to fire on one of these guys. Let me just take a look here. Could fire on one of them and get them, one of them completely destroyed. So that's what we're gonna do.
How would you like our big toys?
So that killed one of the infantry units. And then what we're gonna need to do is move up right up close to it so that we can use the Marines. Trying to make sure we hit the unit here.
About to disappear.
All right, and then I think we can send the Marine. Oh, he can't land there. Shit. Is it because there's a unit here? He's not dead yet, but we do have some planes that can try and get this job done for us. Let's take a look and see if we have... We could use this Dauntless Dive Bomber to take him out. Yeah, so let's do that.
Deliver them one-way tickets to hell.
There we go. And then he'll be able to land as well, so we can make use of them next turn. Oh, there's still a unit there. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So that's what the problem is. So the fighters can't make it over here.
We have trouble hearing your orders.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this fighter here and try and get that guy destroyed. There we go. And then we should be able to land the Marine now. And we're really doing this like at the last damn minute.
Is there anything better than serving on a US battleship?
Alright, so the Marine is there and can now grab these points.
My guys have taken Munda. Bloody Japs can forget about building their goddamn airfield there.
You have managed to beat me to it, Nimitz. Very well. This time I will let it slide. However, if you keep rummaging around in my sector, I will report your actions to the Army Chief of Staff.
Alright, awesome. That was quite helpful. You got a lot of prestige for that. Alright, so I mean, I guess it was worth it, though. We might pay for it next turn because of me focusing so much on just taking that. It just required so much of us. That, yeah, we might end up paying for it a little bit later. I guess we'll find out. So I don't want to bring another fighter to die. That would be silly. We need to go ahead and get more fighters over to these guys. We also need to protect our planes, though I don't think that that fighter will be able to do anything to them. So I think this is all we have left is planes that need to move. So we got one fighter left. We've got a fairly weak Dauntless here that really needs to go back and repair. But I think we're still going to use them. Yeah, we probably should. We won't use them against any ships that can fire back.
We're teaching them statistics forcefully.
Alright, so get him out of there. And we have this Dauntless, which essentially is going to run out of fuel no matter what we do. This is a core guy. We are like just out of range. Fuck.
We'll carry you through.
Damn it, guys! I did not see that.
We reach for the stars.
Will he die from just sitting there? Like if he doesn't move? Yeah, I think he dies even if he just sits there. Well, that really sucks. Yeah, it's saying that he's gonna die no matter what. Is there an airbase here? Isn't there an airbase? No, that's not an airbase. Shit. So we're gonna lose a dive bomber just because I used his fucking fuel up because I moved the fighter or moved the carrier. See, that's one of the things you gotta like. So it's like, should we go ahead and just attack so we at least get a kill before we die? I mean, I don't know what else to do because yeah, we can't land them there because yeah, we're just one space too far away. Yeah, and there's nothing to be done about it. Yeah, that really sucks, guys. I don't know how many points you use for just sitting still. I have no idea how many they use if they don't move anywhere. It says that he's gonna die if he just stays there too, so I assume even not moving results in you using at least some points. But yeah, I don't think there's any way to save him. All right, so that's unfortunate. You know, I'm gonna wait to move him yet until yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out what happens there.
These guys are borrowing.
So I'm gonna ask somebody who might know.
The main instrument of modern
right, so these guys have all fired. We got those. Yeah, we did everything over there. So essentially, yeah, it's just the remaining planes. Also, I am noticing that some of our troops have upgrades too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know where he got an upgrade from. Just being on the map, I guess. All right, well, we'll take that. I suppose. Who is he? Core Marine Corps unit. Okay. So he's got the Veteran of the Trenches. Let's give him Swift Strike. Yeah, we'll give him Swift Strike. And then we have one more. It's this guy here. He needs to, in fact, move. We'll go and level him up first, though. And he's got the Night Hunter right now. Let's give him Veteran of the Trenches. And then let's get him moving away from the coast. And all his troops are about to come. Though they might not even be able to see him. I think that's it that has upgrades. Okay, let's go ahead and get the rest of these aircraft moved. We still have the fighter here that could move in to try and get those guys destroyed. Could also just attack that guy and get him destroyed. Or try and take out anti-air, though I don't know how effective that would be. Because it does look like, yeah, these guys have full anti-air health. So probably should just destroy him, I think.
This is hell. As in Hellcat. G-Force will do.
Yeah, we'll just get him destroyed. Got him a level up as well. Alright, awesome. So we got Boom and Zoom, we got Link to Fight. Let's go and get all weather. And yeah, I'm really bummed out that we're going to lose that plane, guys. That's all that we have left to move. all of our troops have moved. Everybody's pretty much where I want them. Well, we should move this guy here. It kind of sucks that I didn't do that before. I think I was supposed to do that last turn, and he could have entrenched a bit. Now he doesn't have any entrenchment. Yeah, I think everybody's moved. All our aircraft have moved, with the exception of the one, which I'm gonna try and ask, either ask the developers or ask on the Steam forums, perhaps. How much fuel and movement takes? That's this guy here.
I hope there's
Or how much fuel the sitting still take is what I meant to say. Each one of these is 1 point, which is why we can get to here before we run out of fuel. But how much does it take for just sitting still? I mean, it's indicating here by staying here that we're going to die, so I'm pretty sure it's taking more than what we have. But I'm curious to know, before I move him. If he's going to die, though, then we might as well attack one of these guys, if there's no way to save him. It just sucks, man. That's really unfortunate. That we're going to lose that plane because I moved the damn carrier. I should have moved the plane over here to the carrier first, and that's one of the problems with using carriers is that, you know, it says that you're good where you're at, you know, you're not out of fuel, but then you move the carrier and now you can't get back, and now you're out of fuel. So that was my bad. You really should move all your planes before you move any carriers. So yeah, we might end up losing a plane because of that, and this is not like a little thing. I mean, this is an experienced plane with our tactical retreat and swift strike here, and we'll have to replace now. That's done, you know, I guess we can't really see the damage he's done. He's never even attacked a carrier before, but he's done. He's been with us for a while. He might even be our... No, he's the Dauntless we bought. But yeah, it's just a bummer that we're going to lose him. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. We also didn't do hardly anything over here. That was kind of disappointing. I thought we would have done a little bit more here than we actually did, and that fighter wasn't able to attack him. But at the very least, the fighter the Zero here is so weak that I don't think he'll be able to do anything. But if he gets back on an air base, then which is right there, then it's kind of irrelevant, because then we had to fight him again. So I was hoping to get him destroyed. So we got submarines coming. They have 2 destroyers left. That's it. They'll be landing with 3 units, which is nowhere near enough, though with battleship and heavy cruiser support it would be. So they'll be able to seize the objectives. Frankly, they have about 2 turns before they land, unless they land here, which then they might be able to do it next turn. So if they land here, 1 turn. If they go towards here, 2 turns. That's what we got left before there's troops on the beaches, and you know, our troops are going to be bombarded like crazy by all the battleships and destroyers and heavy cruisers. So it doesn't matter that we might be able to beat their land units because the ships are going to tear us up. We got 6 turns left. This is the end of this one, so essentially 5 turns left. But we only have to hold the points for 4 more turns, which is basically 3 more turns since this one's done. So hopefully we can get it done, guys. I mean, we've got 1 battleship sunk. We got a battleship and 2 heavy cruisers left overall. It's not looking good. We'll have to see how things go. We got 2 submarines, though. You've seen how much damage they can do to these guys, so... as long as we can keep away from the destroyers, I feel that we should be able to get them sunk without taking too much more losses. But it's just such a bummer we lost this plane. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Hope to see you on the next episode, which will definitely be the last one, guys. I'll just play until we're done. I would assume that it shouldn't be too much longer, guys, because this is starting to wrap up here. This is all the Japanese got left. So yeah, it's going to be 1 more episode. It's going to be 6 total episodes for the Battle of Guadalcanal. It's quite a long time. It's going to be, what, close to, I don't know, what, 7 hours? 7 hours to do this scenario. It's a pretty long battle, guys. Somebody was telling me that the American campaign seems a lot harder than the Japanese one. They were doing the Japanese one, and that the first 3 battles were way easier than the first 3 battles with the U.S. campaign, which is interesting. I'd like to check out the Japanese one at some point. You start out with the Pearl Harbor battle, the bombing of Pearl Harbor, I should say. And so that's where you start, and apparently that one's like super easy. I haven't done it again, so I can't really comment on it, but apparently it's really easy. And then the 2 after that aren't too bad. And then like the 4th scenario is the Battle of the Coral Sea, which of course was our first scenario here. I would assume it would be kind of harder for the Japanese though. I don't know, since again I haven't played it, but I would assume it would be a little bit harder. But at that point you've already kind of built up your force by then, unlike when you started the Battle of the Coral Sea with the U.S. forces. You hadn't done anything yet. You hadn't even played the game, so you hadn't built your forces up. You're just kind of starting with what they gave you. But yeah, it'd be interesting to try that out. As far as our total victory right now, I definitely think we'll get a golden victory. In order to get the best victory, the absolute victory, we have to seize all of these flags here. Not going to happen, I don't think, in the amount of turns that we have left. I'll try. I'm gonna try my best, guys. Only one unit here to fight, and he's weak. Should be able to get that. Infantry should be able to get here, but then after that, I mean, you're out of move points, you know. So, I mean, you're out of turns. I mean, so this is gonna take the whole time. We have to send an additional unit here, which we could always do. I guess there's this guy here. If they don't attack us there, we could always send him. He's a Marine unit. We could always send him and have him land to take these out, so that we can try and get the absolute victory. Because remember, we didn't need to complete this one. So yeah, we'll see if we can do it, guys. I feel pretty good that we're definitely gonna get the golden victory, but I feel like we should be able to get the absolute one maybe if we play our cards right here. Let's just hope we don't lose too many courier units, since we're already gonna lose one here, or it's gonna screw us for the next scenario. So hope to see you on that next episode, guys, and thanks for watching.